Hey, good morning everyone. Let's just do a real simple warm-up here. We're gonna start with some big shoulder circles. You're gonna get these shoulders back and down, away from your ears. Okay, you're gonna move that action into some big arm circles. Moving through these shoulders, trying to warm them up. I'm gonna challenge you with that big windmill action of the arms. So we're gonna take the arms up over the head. You're gonna try taking, I got my left arm coming forward and my right arm coming back. And you're gonna see if you can coordinate that. One arm moving forward, one arm moving back. Maybe even bend the knees a little bit and twist the torso as you do this. One arm forward, one arm back. Trying to coordinate what the heck is going on here. And bring the arms up together. Now let's take the other arm goes forward, the other arm goes back. Do it really slowly at first. See if that helps. So if you really slow down and think about that, does it help? And can you pick up the tempo of it as you go? One arm forward, one arm back, twisting torso, knees bend a little bit. Okay, that's always fun. Take your feet out about hip width. We're gonna just do some air squats. So we're gonna come down, we're gonna come up. And as you air squat here, think about both legs are working equally, okay? You've got a tripod foot, big toe, baby toe, and heel are connected to the ground. And both legs weighted equally, hips even. Our first exercise in the workout today is that 80-20 squat, where we put most of the weight on one leg, a little bit of weight on the other leg. So in this warm-up, let's really think about both legs working equally. What is your range of motion? Okay, that's good. Let's lift up and down on the toes a few times. So right away, you feel unstable, lock your gaze, and we're doing a lot here. Noticing the ankles, but also noticing how much can you bend into your toes? And can you get that foot almost vertical? Talked about that in class last night. Stretching into that big toe extension. How high up can you lift that whole foot? So a few of those. All right, let's jog and kind of shake it out. Just shake your arms, everything's super loose. Your feet don't have to leave the floor very much. Okay, if you want them to, we can go a little higher in the knees, a little bouncier. You don't have to. We're gonna do a little bit to the front as an option, and then we're gonna bring the heels up higher as an option. So if you don't wanna do that, just stay here, teeny tiny, and if you're okay now, can you kick yourself in the pants? Maybe even lean forward a little bit. Jog, jog, jog. Okay, we'll let that go. Let's interlace the hands behind the back and take a moment to open up the chest. Knuckles are trying to work down. Work your chest open. You might really need to work on that. I feel like I really need to work on that today. Look up to the ceiling. Also, draw the ribs in a little. If this is really, really tight, stay here and breathe. If you're adding your fold, bend your knees first, then tip over and add the fold if you want. Okay, if you took that, let's all come out of this position. Let's take our hands this way. Fingers are stretching, palms are stretching over the top of your head. Notice how high you can get up here, and then work yourself out of the side of the body. So from side to side, ribs to ribs. Excellent. Okay, we're ready to get started. So this is a leg exercise. We'll do 7 with both feet equally pushing into the floor. We'll do 7 shifting the weight to the left, 7 shifting the weight to the right. Okay, so my feet, my ankles are about underneath the hips here. You've got good heavy dumbbells, it's a squat. Come on down. Drive up, push your bum forward. Tripod your feet. Connect your feet. 3. Good. 4. So that squat keeps your chest up. 5. 6. And 7. Now shift your weight into your left leg and come onto the ball of the foot of the right. Okay, and it's kind of beside, maybe a little bit behind my left foot. However you're most comfortable, but feel like it's the left leg loaded. Come up, come down. 2, chest up. 3, we'll hinge later. 4, but you're squatting right now. 5, 6, and I really felt that in my left leg, I hope you did too. Heavy up the right, get onto the ball of the left foot. Let's go 7. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, chest up. 5, 6, and that's done. Okay, we put that down. We're gonna do lateral walking 10 times. If you have a band, you'll use it, and if you don't, that's fine. You don't need it. Okay, you can still lateral walk. For the first set, let's try this at the knees. Make sure you have enough space here to take 2 big steps. Our challenge is to not come out of this. Our challenge is to get in here. Legs are nice and wide. Stay low. 1 foot out to the side, and then again, out to the side. That's 1. Okay, head back, take your 2 steps, head back. That's 2. Just don't stand out of this. All you have to do is stay honest and stay low. And step. It's 3. Step. And step. That's 4. 5. Keep that chest up, keep your spine long. 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me 2 more. Okay, let's hit 12 with this. And again, and again, and that was 12 times back and forth. Awesome. We'll bring that off if you had it. And we're going to move to a back exercise. We're going to take a 1-arm back row. And whenever you do a 1-arm back row, you can go nice and heavy. Your back is so strong, and we're using the support of the chair. So sometimes you double up. You hold maybe your 10 and your 5. Okay, or you go get your big honking weights, maybe you have, or a kettlebell. We get into this position, I'm supporting one arm, 1 leg, and then I'm checking in that my spine is nice and long. I'm not hunched. We're gonna pick up the weight, draw the abs in nice and tight, and let's get focused here. It's a 1-arm back row, it's heavy. Every time the elbow comes behind the body, pause, because right here is where you wanna flex. 3, and you don't wanna move quickly. 4. And when the arm comes down, it lowers with control. 5, 6, okay, and you should be super aware of your stomach muscles. 7, they're drawn in, supporting. 8, I love this move. 9, 10, good, let's keep going here. Now if you picked a weight that was so heavy, you feel like you're losing your form, then stop at 12, that was 12. But if you are still in control of perfect form, let's hit that 15. Okay, awesome. As soon as you finish your side, You reset on your other side. Knee, hand supported. Check in you're not hunching. Grab your weight. Engage the belly. Let's go elbow behind. Pause, contract. Can you feel that your shoulder blade moves to the spine and then pulls down on every rep? 3, 4, good. Keep that tailbone lifted up just a little bit. 5, and your chest pushes out. 6, exhale. 7, so think exhale and exertion right there. 8, 9, 10, 11, good. If you're burning out, if you're losing form, there's a beautiful set of 12, 13, 14, and that will do. Okay. Oh, that's a good move. We'll put that aside. Nothing like a good strong back. Jump backs or standing twist. Okay. So this is definitely a cardio move. Anytime you come to the ground and back up, you get a huge heart rate. If coming to the ground and back up is not your friend in your wrists, then you're gonna get a heart rate here with a standing twist. Okay, it's our march. If you're okay with a big heart rate, over the head, hands to the ground. There's no push up. It's called a jump back. If you're doing jump backs, I want 10. They can also be done on your chair. Okay, jump back, people begin. Marching people march. And the marchers are gonna march till the jump backers are done. I'm calling you names again today. All right, so jump backers hit 10. Over your head to the floor. Marchers keep marching. I'm gonna watch the screen here. If you're watching this later, you have 10 jump backs, or you're still marching. Love it. Shelly's jumping back from the chair, beautiful option. Keep the abs tight on that jump back. And then think jackknife body when you jump back in. That's your core. Over your head, nice. Mary Lou is keeping a nice long spine as she comes up too. I like it. Marchers are still marching and jump backers are done. Okay, nice work everyone. You should have a heart rate after that one. We have a hip hinge with a single arm, straight arm, reaching back. Similar to that tricep lift we did on Tuesday. Take a lightweight. I'm gonna take a 5. This is gonna be more of a balance challenge than anything, and you mastering a single leg hip hinge. Stand on your left leg and hold the weight in your left hand. Okay, let's start on this left side. Softness in the knee, but then the action is at the hip. So you send your bum back and you keep your spine long, and the opposite arm, the right arm, is gonna take a big reach forward as the right leg is reaching back. Now lift this left arm up more and see if you can squeeze the tricep. As you stand up from here, take your left arm right into a front arm raise. You can be thumb to the ceiling or knuckles to the ceiling. You can make a little rotation there if that feels better in the shoulder. We repeat. If the right leg doesn't need to come down, maybe it does right here, that's okay. But if it doesn't come down. So we send that left arm back, we flex out the tricep, and then when we stand up, I like my knuckles to the ceiling, flex the front of the shoulder. Oh, I did a lot of talking. I think this is 4, might be 5. We're going to 10. There's 5, possibly 6. You guys are great. 6. Really clean in the form, really clean in the form. Okay, hinge, move slow, sending back for 9, and one more time. I really feel my lower left leg, my calf and my ankle. Okay, that's 10. Stand on your right leg, hold the weight in your right hand. Perfect hip hinging, the left arm is reaching, the left leg is back. And now fire up the muscles in the back of the right arm. And stand up. front of right shoulder. Here we go. Play around with how you want this arm. Do you want to rotate knuckles up as that right arm lifts up? Okay, this is 3. You should also be getting a really good stretch in your right hamstrings. This is so good for your hips. 4. Your balance. 5. And some little muscles, 6. Every time you fall, you just come right back. 7. 8. A pretty slow tempo. There's a pause there. There's a pause there. And one more time. And that is done. We're going to pick up our other light dumbbell though. We're going to roll some shoulders. And we're going to play with the lateral delts, so the side shoulder. You know that with a lateral raise, some people prefer to be bent arm. Okay, sometimes it feels even better to be bent right at 90. And some people are okay with a straight arm. I'm going to go straight arm today, but I want you to listen to your body. We're coming up to the side, whether the arm is bent or straight. We're rotating, we're bringing it front, back to the side, and then down for 1. Up, move it, bring it back, 2. Up, to the front, 3. Tension in the neck, look up a little bit. 4, good. 5, so we come shoulder height, we move. 6, good. Should have a nice little burn in the shoulders at 7. And I just got the 5s, but it's working. 8, good. What are you lifting over there? 9. And final, just 10. And that's done. Okay, awesome. That is our standing circuit. Let's start from the top. If you felt like your squats were a bit light and you want to go heavier, you know you have 21 total, 7, 7, 7. We can go heavier if you want to. It's our final set. So feet are equal. Tripod the feet, big toe, baby toe, heel. Sink down, chest up. 1. Oh yeah, we got some big heavy weights here too. 3, beautiful. 4. 5, good, keep that chest up more, keep that chest up. 6. 7, okay, get heavy on your right leg. Come onto your left toes. That leg is so light. Right leg is heavy, come on down, and if you want to, pick your left foot up at the top. Okay, do a little, ooh, don't need you. 2, it's your kickstand, you don't need it at the top. 3, 4, 5, and 6. There is 7 on the right leg. Okay, heavy on your left. Right leg is your helper. Little pop up here. 1, 2, let's keep the chest up. Drop the hips. 3, your range of motion is always up to you. 4, oh, that's heavy. 5, 6, and 1 more. 21. 21s. Okay, shake that out. We have lateral walking for 12 times. If you are banding this, let's try the ankles this time and let's just feel the difference there. From ankles to above the knee. Holy moly. Let's cover a good distance. Give yourself space. You can go a little wider in the legs here. Keep that tension on your band. And now pick your depth. However low you go, you're going to stay here. 1 step and 2 steps Makes 1 lap. And back for 2. And over for 3. For 4. Good. Make sure those knees are tracking. 6, halfway there. Big travel. 7. I want you to really fight the band if you have it. 8. And if you don't have it, you're still taking a huge travel. 9. 10. Heading over for 11. And finishing up at 12. Done. Okay, with our 1 arm back row this time, you're still gonna go with a nice heavy weight. I'm gonna switch my grip to my bicep position, my underhanded here. So I'm still moving and working with the back primarily, but a little more bicep targeted in that grip. Knee and hand support. Make sure you're not hunching, lift your bum up. Grab the weight, engage the stomach. Let's have tight abs. And let's go. Elbow pulls back, shoulder blade sets down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Feel really in control of that movement. 6. Hold it there and make that connection. 8, 9, 10. Good. If you're stopping at 12, you're almost there. And if you're going to 15, let's do 3 more. And final. Beautiful. Okay. Heading to the other side. Okay. Resetting your body. Tail up. This foot is maybe out from the chair a little bit. Abs engaged. Let's go. 1, 2. You can look a little bit forward. 3. If that helps you to not go into that rounded back position. 5. Good. How far behind you can you get your elbow? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. Good, you're not doing a bicep curl, you're still doing the back row, right? 3 more if you're going to 15. Pull the elbow back. It's just that that grip targets more bicep. That's 15. We done. Moving to our big cardio move. Jumping back, standing up, either from the chair or the floor, or skipping, rotating torso, marching. And I want to see it nice and fast. All right, everybody, let's go. If you jump back, it's tight, it's in, it's up. We count 10. Marchers are marching fast. 6. I'm at 7. Keep going if you're jumping back. Keep marching if you're marching. Ooh, when you jump back, don't let your hips drop down. Flex your tummy right there. Every jump back is about firing up your core. Yeah. Wicked. Awesome work, everyone. Got a couple more people finishing up those jump backs. I like it. Going slow and controlled, some of you. I'd rather see that than super fast with hips dropping. And the march people can be done the march. Nice work. Okay, we've got some lightweight moves. We have a hip hinge with a 1 arm reach. And we have our lateral raises. So let's stand with our lightweight. And if you felt like you actually wanted a little bit more, ooh, should I or shouldn't I? I think I might. Then maybe your lightweight was too light. Maybe you want a medium weight. Stand on your right leg, hold that dumbbell in the right hand. Softness in the knee. Now work on your hip hinge. And as we hinge, the left arm reaches forward and we fire up the muscles in the back of the right arm. And we stand up and the right arm moves into front arm shoulder. Beautiful. And that front arm shoulder can have the thumb up or maybe knuckles up too. Beautiful. You're reaching on your hinge. 3. You're taking your time. 4. Okay, if you don't need to put that foot down, let's work that balance. 5. You're working the balance anyways, but 6. Whoa. 7. I like it. 8. 9. You should feel that right ankle and right calf. That's 10. Wowzers. Okay, holding the weight in the left hand, standing on the left foot. Good posture. Softness in the knee. Get that hip hinge on right. And now reach. Flex the back arm. Stand. Flex the front shoulder. 1. Standing on the left leg. Left tricep is flexing. 2. Good. Keep your spine long on that reach. 3. And if that means you can't hinge too much, that's okay. Helps to look a little bit forward. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Front arm raise. There's 10. Okay, got my warning, running out of time, and we're still standing up. Uh-oh. Our mat work might not be too long today. It's okay. Okay, our lateral raise. Bent arm, straight arm. What's it gonna be? Stand up nice and tall. We just have 10. We come up, we move to the front. We move back, we come down. Up, pause. 2. This little movement to the front makes sure that no one is swinging here. 3. Controls the movement on every rep. 4. And we're moving the arm up there. Makes it a little bit more intense. 6, maybe chin up. 7, we have 3 more. 8, good. 9, and the last one. Burn out. Awesome. Okay, to the mat. Nice work. We got a full body workout there. We're gonna come to the mat and tabletop. Did we do everything? Yep, that was everything. I didn't forget anything. As soon as you get down in tabletop, for your lower back, we're gonna do a set of Supermans. We're gonna go left knee to the right hand. Inhale, reach. Exhale, touch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, touch. 3. We're just gonna do 10. 4. This is pretty much the similar position we were in. 5. When we were doing that one leg hinging. 6. It's this long back body. 7. And this big reach with the arm and the leg. 8. And 9. And that's 10. Go to the other side. Left hand, right knee. On the inhale, reach. Wake up your glute. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, touch. Inhale. 3. Lock your gaze, because this is a balance challenge. 2. 4. See if that arm will reach up and be long. 5. 6. And see if you can squeeze that right glute every time. 7. There's a lot going on here. 8, 9, and that's 10 Supermans. Stay in tabletop. We're gonna take the left leg out to the side, okay? This is kind of an awkward lift. We don't do it that much. We probably should do it more. 3. You are trying to pause the knee up here. That's however high you get. 4. Can you pause it and then drop it with the control? We're just gonna go to 10. I'm at 8, I believe. 9 and 10. Okay, keeping the stomach firm. Let's go to the other side. How high can you bring the knee? And is the knee beside the hip? That's the question. Because it wants to creep in and you got to keep it beside the hip. Good, firm your stomach muscles. Did a lot of talking there. That's 7, I believe. 8, 9, and 10. So I really feel that in my lower back. I don't know about you guys. Sit on your shins if you can. The ankles. This is really important to be able to have that flexibility in the front of the ankle. And so sitting on our shins is a beautiful stretch for that. And if you can't sit on the shins, maybe you can just work here and you can come down and you can come up and you can reach that point where it's really tight and then come out of it. But I wouldn't give up on this position. I wouldn't say, oh, I can't do that. I'd work on it a little bit. And if there's a ton of flexibility and you don't feel that the ankle's stretching, maybe you come up with one leg and then you come up with the other leg. But I want to encourage you to fold your laundry in this position. Send your emails in this position. This is really great for the thighs, the knees, the ankles. Okay, and then we're gonna come into a V-sit position. So V-sit position, if your tailbone is really sensitive, you might not lean back very far. You might be more on the sitting bones. If your tailbone's okay, maybe you lean back a little bit more. I just want you to feel your stomach muscles contracting here. So either hold right up on those sitting bones and balance, feel your stomach muscles, lean back more maybe if it's okay. And then let's try rotation. So we'll go hands on shoulders. We'll rotate left, we'll rotate right. We'll do 10. Left, right, 4. Left, right, 6. 8, 10. Okay, put your feet down, bring your hands back. We're gonna point the fingers back and we're gonna try to get the wrist under the shoulder. There's a couple of options here. So you could use this as a moment to take your shoulder heads, draw them back, and try to puff up the center of the chest. And this might feel really tight across your chest and you just want to stretch. If you want to lift your hips up here. Move your body from side to side. Just a little bit of a side to side rock. See if that feels okay in the wrists. Can you also squeeze the backs of the arms? And can you stay very lifted through the chest? So this is not going to be for everyone. So if this hurts you, you stay where we started. Rocking. Beautiful. Bring your bum down. Come back to V-sit. Whatever variation, sitting bones, leaning back more, holding straight, or let's rotate. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If I lose you today, get a nice stretch in after this. This is our second set here. 8. I was going to lift us up again one more time, if you're okay with that. There's 10. I think we might have time. And we're going to try the lift up this time with the fingers more forward, or maybe a little bit out to the sides. Wrists are still under shoulders. Begin with your chest opening stretch. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe this is just where you stay and you're busting your chest up to the ceiling. If you're bringing your bum up, we're going to try something a little different here. We're going to bend the elbow, micro bend. We're going to lock the arm. We're gonna bend the elbow, micro bend, walk out the arm. So major tricep, little tricep finisher. 3, good, and if you're okay with this, 4, let's go to 10, 5, and if you know you can't do this, if it's hurting, 6, stay with the stretch. 7, 8, 9, amazing. Okay, seated hamstring stretch. Yeah, and if you can, sit up tall and grab an elbow. It's really nice to stretch the tricep after that. We have one elbow, we're trying to lift the head up, and we're trying to sit tall. This is a tricky stretch to do when you're in this hamstring position as well. So we switch elbows, we try to stretch here, and then you're gonna finish with some stretches today. So let's take the hamstring for a moment. And before you get off the floor today, make sure to get into figure 4 hip. Okay, figure 4 hip, maybe a little bit of hip flexor. We talked about some anti-sitting stretches last night. So for all the sitting we do, want to open the hips. And I lost everybody on the screen, so now I'm just talking to the camera. But yes, so let's just take a moment in our beautiful hip flexor stretch. We'll go one leg forward, one leg back. We'll draw the tail under, squeezing this glute and breathing into the hip flexor, and then release it. And let's just do this a few times. And so this is a stretch you want to do 30 times for every hour of sitting to prevent these hip flexors from getting all crunched up and super tight. Okay, let's switch sides. We'll just do 5 today on camera because I don't want to go over time. We're going to draw the tail under and stretch the front of the hip. Release, draw under, release, draw under, release, draw under, and one more time. Awesome stretch. Okay, let's move to down dog to get up. Go heels down, look through the feet. Nice stretch here. Push back to ragdoll. Soften the knees, belly is on thighs, shake your head. And let's roll up from ragdoll. So pull the stomach muscles in, support, and roll. Head is the very last to come up. Interlace the hands, reach right over the top of your head, and just move your body from side to side. And you're finished. Have a really great day, everyone.